Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Papercrafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing what I did from my fall paper, which is try to use up all the scraps. I made this board book in an earlier video, and I have a bunch of scraps left. This is what I have left after cutting up stuff for today's projects. I'm going to clean up this stuff and come back and show you what we're making. Okay, I wanted to show you how many scraps we had left so you could see. So now you know. It's a good amount yet. I don't know what else I'm going to do, but today I decided to do a video featuring this tree die. Now, there's a second part to this die that has like little cut leaves that you can make it a little bit 3D, but I just used this one right here. Okay. Let me see. I have another light in my room now for when I'm sewing. And I can't, okay, there we go. I was getting a glare on my computer. There, I'll just move my computer. Okay, so this die here, making 3 different projects using this die. Okay, this die is, I believe, linked down below in the description box in my Amazon storefront. I do get a tiny bit of money. It doesn't cost you extra, but that's where that die, I'm pretty sure, is linked. I will double check before I upload this video. Okay, so that's the die we're using. We are going to be making 2 different sets of cards and an ornament. Alright, so our first cards are going to be these gnome cards. Look how cute these gnome cards are. Okay, and I used a circle. The only circle die I had was a deckled edge circle die. So I used a circle die, 2 different of the trees, and I didn't have any small paper punches. I used my actual hole punch, my crocodile, and that's where the nose is from. Okay. And then we have these here. These trees with the little bows. Aren't they cute? And they're very simple. So we have those to make. We can make one of those. We're going to make one each of the gnome, and then one of the tree, and then one of these. Look at this cute little tree ornament, and all you need to do is cut it out and then score it in half, and I'll show you how we do that, and then punch a hole at the top and run some twine through it. Super cute. So let's start actually with the tree one because it's the easiest and it's right here in front of me. So you need 5 of those cut out. And let me grab my scoreboard. Now, if you can use any tree die, honestly. Or whatever. You could use circles and make round ornaments. You can do whatever, but you need to measure. Mine is 1 1/4. So I score at 1 1/8, and I gotta make sure my point is at the 1/8. See, like that. So you're going to measure yours, find your center. Like I said, mine is 1 1/8. And just, oops, it shifted. Score down all the way. You want to make sure, the one thing you want to make sure you do is score through your point. So I'm trying here my best to line up my point. There we go. Okay. And one more. Okay, that's it. You're just going to score them in half, 5 of them. That's it. And then we're going to get to gluing them together. And that is the last. You will need your scoreboard as long as you have card fronts already made. And I already made my card front, my card bases. So we're just going to fold them in half. If you wanted, should I do them the other way? What do you think? Should I do it this way this time? Are they all right side up? Nope. Because see, I folded my paper in half and cut them out double, so they're not right side up. So we're just folding them in half. This one is and then we're going to glue them together. And then I use clips to hold them as you go. So you're just going to put glue on the first side, okay, and line up another one, and they should, this one anyway, lines up perfectly. Just got to get lined up, and then I clip it so it doesn't move, and I just move right on to the next one. Like I said, you could do the same thing with circles. You could do the same thing with hearts. You could do the same thing with, I mean, I don't even know at this point. Oh, this one was cut out different. So this must have been a back piece, but it's okay. We're not going to stress about whether or not it lines up absolutely perfect. This is not a stressful situation. You know what's not going to happen? And if it does, I'm telling you now, kick this person out of your house. But nobody's going to come up, take your ornament off your tree and go, this isn't lined up perfect. And if they do, kick them out of your house. Not even exaggerating. Kick them right out. But don't do what I did. Don't cut them out 2 at a time like that then. I wasn't even really thinking about it when I was cutting them out. I was just trying to cut them out and get them cut out. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I was just trying to get it done so I could get started on my day. I have a lot of crap to do. I made a list a mile long of stuff to do. Honestly, it is a mile long and it's ridiculous. I'm not even exaggerating. It is a mini legal pad covered the whole entire front of stuff I have to do. Like around the house stuff. Guess what, you guys? Somebody asked me if they could see a tour of my craft room. And I've been putting it off because I still have this stupid weight bench in my room. Okay, there we go. See, they're all together. Still have this stupid weight bench in my room, but it's leaving today and we're listing it as scrap metal because nobody wants it. And I'm done. So we're listing it as scrap metal today and getting it out of my craft room, and then I can finish cleaning up my craft room. Oh, my dryer's done. I can finish cleaning up my craft room and then give an updated tour because my craft room was completely changed. Like, there's new additions, things have changed, things have moved, so anyway, there we go. That's it. And then all I did was fold it, take the smallest size of my crocodile, and find a spot to punch. That's it. And then I have this from one of the cards. I'm just going to, now you could also make these as, and a lot of people are into the whole place setting thing. I'm not, but a lot of people are. And you can make these as place settings, whatever. Just trying to get it through the hole. Come on. There we go. Yep, these would be nice for place settings, stuff like that. And then somebody has a way, then they have something to take home and hang on their own tree. But there we go. Little ornament, took absolutely no time. Honestly, it took longer to cut the stuff out than it did to glue them together, and look how cute they are. Alright, so we have those, and then let's do this one since there's only one to do of this one. And yeah, we'll do this one first. Okay. So I have a piece of craft paper. I originally just had this, but I thought they didn't stand out enough from the paper. I mean, they really don't. So I cut one piece of craft paper that is from, it's really thick, it's from Walmart. that I had. So I cut that, and then I could have done any side. I decided to go with these sides. But I just didn't think they popped enough on that paper, and then I wasn't going to use it, and then I decided to use it anyway as a double mat. That way we're using up more of our scraps. So we're just gluing these down. I glue the ends down first, like so, and then the middle one in the middle, obviously. Where else would you put the middle one? So we're going to put the middle one here. Okay, and then all I did was take my red twine. I put my tape away and I don't know why. And we'll need double stick tape. This is to keep the end in place. And then I just wrap it around, make sure it's even, cut it off, and take this back in place, like so. Okay, and then I do end up putting another piece. I did this on the other cards also, just to make sure it doesn't shift, since there was only one piece of it tacked down. And there we go. For this, you can do it any way you want. Okay, you can put it underneath. The other ones I didn't. I just tied a bow and glued it on. But this one, I'm going to do it underneath. So you can see it is very easy, but sometimes my thumbs don't want to make a bow. And then I'm struggling. And it's easier for me to make a bow in the air than it is to make it on this strands of twine right here. So we're just going to make it a nice little bow, trying to make it as even as possible. Alright, what's wrong with my dryer? Why is it beeping at me? Okay, well, it seems my dryer beeps twice to let you know it's done. Like 2 separate times. And since I'm never down here when the dryer is done, I did not know this. And we've had the dryer for like 2 years. Also, yesterday, one thing on my list was cleaning the dryer venting. So the outside dryer vent, and then I was going to clean the dryer vent that went the I don't know, what do you call it? It's not a hose. But that crushable metal venting that goes from your dryer to the outside, and the vent outside was on my list of things to clean. And I cleaned the outside from outside. I just took a wire brush and ran it in there and got a lot of the stuff out, right? Then I came downstairs to do the basement, to do the dryer, and I touched the I touched it, and it I touched it and it fell right out of the wall and out of the dryer. So I was like, okay, great. Well, then it was just disgusting inside, so I ended up going to Lowe's and just getting a replacement and replacing it. But all right, here it is. Let me fold my card base and we'll get it on the card base. Alright, I just clipped those because of the dimension behind. I like to put a little bit of weight on there so this sticks down very well. And then this. I did not put any sentiments or anything on here. I have sentiments, but honestly, I don't know what I'm doing with these. These are for demonstrative purposes only. I don't know what's going to happen to them. I'll probably end up giving them to my mom to put on the free table at her apartment building, because somebody could use. And most of those people are very low income. Some of them are low income, so That's what I think I'm going to end up doing, but isn't that cute? And then just add in a sentiment inside. And here they are. There's 4 of them. So I just cut out 4 different color trees. And now we're going to work on our gnomes. So I have 2 gnomes here. This one goes this way. Well, they both go this way. But one goes this way and one goes that way. Okay, so we're just going to build it up. We're just going to start building them. These, I hung the bottom off a little bit so I could trim it off. So let's trim it off right now. Okay, so we got that one. Put this one aside. We have a hat. We have beards. And we have noses. Come here. Noses. So what I did, though, was take this and cut these little pieces off, okay? Because this is going to go on first, and the beard is going to cover the bottom, excuse me, of the hat. So you want to make sure you cut those off or you'll be able to see them. Just going to glue this on. I'm going to glue it right to the top so it sits like that, and then we're going to take this and we're going to glue it right there. Okay. Alright, and then cut his bottom of his beard off. And then we're just going to put a dot of glue in the middle, pick up his little nose. It's so tiny because that's all I had. Imagine my surprise when I realized that I didn't have a different size. I wanted a little bit bigger than that, but I didn't have anything. So that's what we went with. And I was quite shocked not to have anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. And we just glue this on. Okay. And then this one over here, we're going to put him in the corner. So we're just going to plop him in the corner like that. And trim it off. Okay. We're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to cut these bottoms off. We're going to put them right here. There we go. It was up a little too high. So we're going to put it just like that. And then a little dot right in the middle. Pick him up and put his nose down. Yeah, like I said, I would have liked a bigger nose, but like I said, I'm really shocked I didn't have anything. I thought I did, and I did not. And that's it. Now we just got to get him on his card base. And I happen to have, funny enough, well, not funny, if you know me, you know I like gnomes. I have Christmas gnome sentiments that I could use for this. I put the glue away. Pardon my reach. I don't know why I put it away. So I do have that, and I have Christmas sentiments I can use for the other one. Honestly, I just, like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. But if I do decide to give them to my mom to put on that table, I will stamp sentiments inside before I give them to her. And then I always end up making sure that I give envelopes too. That way the person doesn't have to scramble for an envelope. Alright, so this is what we made with just a few scraps. Now, these were also from the scraps. Let me put this away. So everything was from the scraps that I used. And then these. So we have 8 cards. 8 cards and 2, and I could have made more, but I just didn't. So that's not bad. We got a good amount of stuff from just a few pieces of paper that I die cut. Honestly, it was just a few pieces of paper. It was some white scraps that I had. This was from the one that already had circles punched out of it. This was one piece of paper that I got 4 tops out of. This was one piece that I got all of these tops out of and had a little bit of spare that I cut off. I still have in my scraps. Same with these. So really, it was not a lot of scraps used for this project, so I have a ton more scraps. So I have to come up with a ton more ideas. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video helps you come up with ideas on how to use up some of your scraps, okay? This is my thing. I want to get rid of them. I don't want to keep little pieces of collections around anymore. I want them gone. The stickers are one thing. The stickers can go in my sticker container and I can ignore them, but the paper, I just want gone. The stickers are one tiny piece of paper. You know what I mean? That's not anything fantastic. It's not taking up a bunch of room, but the papers I just want gone. So I hope this helps you guys. I will see you guys in the next crafty video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and you can have a great rest of your day.